I'm Chris Pitman. I'm the General Manager of the George of Stamford. I came here 40 years ago, which is a pretty long time ago. The George of Stamford has always been a coaching inn. Parts of the building go back to 12th century, but the main part of the building is 1700. It's a beautiful hotel. We only have 47 bedrooms, but we're mainly more a restaurant with rooms, really. I would say our peak time is probably 1:30, 2 o'clock on a Saturday lunch. Typically, if you've got a wedding, at that time, you could probably have 160 people dining in the garden restaurant. You could easily have another 50 waiting for tables. You could have 60, 70 in the bar. You could have 100 at that time having drinks on the garden, waiting to come into the restaurant. And then you can have 30, 40 in the oak-panelled restaurant having lunch then. So really, I would say you could have about 600 people. The Winterhalter machine copes very well with our business. It's a compact machine. It's very quick, very efficient, and it produces very good clean china, which we want. The staff were not happy because we bought a second-hand machine out of a big place like a Whitstead Park, where they have thousands of people. And to be honest, the machine was nearly as big as a room. So it was a great machine on a conveyor belt and 5 or 6 baskets went through, but there was no space. Once we washed the machine, we were getting more breakages. So the Winterhalter gives us space. And the benefits to the kitchen are the staff are very happy with the machine. They're not having to check the plates when they come out. They are clean. Before, we had to check what was going on, and you'd take stuff off shelves and you'd find you'd get some dirty pots within the shelving. But this way, you can go all through the racks and everything is spotlessly clean. The cutlery is spotless, and the staff do find the machine very easy to use because it's a simple button system, and it doesn't matter what language they are, what country they come from. It just visually, the machine is so easy to work. The benefits of the Winterhalter, we did look at 3 or 4 other well-named companies before we bought the Winterhalter. We did a very good survey. Winterhalter were very good. They took us to other places which were equivalent to the George, and we looked at machines. But the main selling point I felt was that Winterhalter look after the detergent distribution. I always find with dishwashers, when there's a problem, the dispenser for the detergent belonging to somebody else, they always say, oh, your machine needs looking at. And then the machine people say, oh, it's the detergent dispenser. So with Winterhalter, they do both. So if the machine's not working, there's only one person that can be wrong. And that was a very good point that we went for. The Winterhalter reverse osmosis system, it saves time, staff time, and that's a very expensive part of your business. A typical example is we don't do main big functions here, but we use the main restaurant for a wedding. Now, when the wedding leaves, we have about 45 minutes to turn around that restaurant from a wedding to a fine dining restaurant in the evening. Now, before, we had to get a team in and we all stood around in a circle and we would be polishing glasses, just polishing glasses, getting them ready for the tables. And you could easily be polishing 300, 400 glasses ready for the service. Now, with the reverse osmosis, they just go through the machine and they're straight on the table. So, it's helped a lot. It's helped in the whole thing. It's helped on the bar being ready earlier, the restaurant ready earlier, and the staff doing what they should do.